What up, everyone? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Ant, and today is the first ever episode of our Attitude Era recap. We are looking back to the Attitude Era, which started at the end of 1997 and lasted all the way through 2001. We are going to be taking a look back at some of the greatest moments, matches, and wrestlers of that time period. However, we are doing things in chronological order, and the start of the Attitude Era really began after Survivor Series 1997. Survivor Series saw a lot of changes in WWE. We saw the debut match of Kane. We saw Bret Hart leave WWE for WCW, and much more that propelled WWE into the stratosphere. The official start of the Attitude Era took place on December 15th, 1997 on Raw is War, and that is exactly what we are going to be talking about. So buckle up, get in that time machine, pretend it's 1998, pretend you're listening to Cher, Leave, Aerosmith, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, and boy bands like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears. Get ready, we are going back to 1998. All right. Before we get to 1998, though, we do have to start with the end of 1997. And the first episode of our Attitude Era is from December 15th, 1997, Raw is War. They are live in Durham, New Hampshire, and The Undertaker comes down to the ring to start Raw is War. Michael Cole makes an announcement that at the Royal Rumble in 1998, The Undertaker will be taking on the WWE Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, in a casket match. Undertaker says he has fought Shawn Michaels twice, but nothing's been settled. Undertaker says he can beat Shawn Michaels at his will. And Undertaker says when you won the WWE title, you thought you had the world in your hand. You have to look in the eyes of the Reaper. One-on-one, you can't beat me. Undertaker has only lost one casket match, and it took 10 people to beat him. Undertaker doesn't see 10 people at the Royal Rumble. You better give your soul to the Lord, and the rest of your scrawny ass belongs to me, and somebody will rest in peace. Strong words from The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels better have his eyes open and ready for this match because Undertaker is not playing. After Undertaker says that, Kane and Paul Bearer come down to the ring. Undertaker and Kane stand face to face, and Paul Bearer says, it's a holiday portrait, except the parents that you killed aren't here. And that's what he says to The Undertaker. Paul Bearer says, Kane suffered for 20 years, and it's all your fault. Kane then slaps The Undertaker, and he goes to slap The Undertaker again, but this time The Undertaker grabs Kane's arm, and he leaves the ring. So Kane trying to attack The Undertaker, trying to get in The Undertaker's mind. However, tonight The Undertaker is not playing, grabbing the arm of Kane and walking out. We then get a promo for WWF The Music Volume 2. And then we also come back with our 1-800-COLLECT rewind, and we see Brian Christopher and Jerry the King Lawler together. Up next, we have the WWE Light Heavyweight Champion Taka Michinoku taking on Jerry the King Lawler in one-on-one action. Taka is in control to start with a spinning heel kick, a drop kick, and a plancha to the outside to Jerry Lawler. Jerry lands a pile driver, and he misses a fist drop. Taka hits Jerry with a Michinoku driver, but Brian Christopher runs in and attacks Taka, leading to a DQ win for Taka. After the match, Brian and Jerry Lawler attack Taka Michinoku, but Brian accidentally hits his dad, and Taka escapes. So the Lawlers are definitely going to try to get back at Taka Michinoku for that, but we do know that Brian Christopher is definitely the son of Jerry the King Lawler. Next, the Nation of Domination come down to the ring, and The Rock grabs a microphone. The Rock says he is the new undisputed Intercontinental Champion, the best damn Intercontinental Champion there ever was. Farouk then goes to talk, but The Rock stops him and says the champ is speaking. So it seems as if there's dissension between the nation right now. The Rock demands Stone Cold Steve Austin to return the WWE Intercontinental title to him. Stone Cold comes on the Titantron and calls The Rock a piece of trash. He tells The Rock that The Rock is in over his head, and then he leaves. The Rock then says that Stone Cold has 1 hour to return The Rock's property. So Austin has the Intercontinental title. Rock begging, pleading for his title back. Austin's not playing. He's not giving it back. Again, then get an attitude promo from the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. Next, we have the WWF Tag Team Champions, one half, the Road Dogg Jesse James with badass Billy Gunn, New Age Outlaws, taking on Dude Love. And Billy distracts Love before the match, allowing the Road Dogg to attack outside the ring. But the end comes after Dude Love nails a double arm DDT to Road Dogg. After the match, Billy tries to attack Dude Love, but Dude attacks back. The Outlaws then are able to suplex Dude Love on the stage ramp. Billy then lands a DDT on the ramp, and they push Dude Love into the referee and then knock Dude Love off the stage through a table on the ground. So, definitely New Age Outlaws making an enemy out of Mick Foley. Dude Love taken out. They just tossed him off the ramp like he was garbage. I don't know how Mankind is able to survive that, but definitely great to see the New Age Outlaws in their best heel roles. Next, we see Mark Henry taking on the Brooklyn Brawler. Mark Henry is the world's strongest man. This is a quick match after Mark lands a slam to get the win. This match is just a basic match to put over Mark Henry and to get fans to really get behind him. Next, Vince McMahon calls out Owen Hart to the ring. Vince claims that Owen endangered the fans by running in from the crowd at DX in Your House. He asks Owen, who does Owen think he is? Owen says that he doesn't owe anybody anything. Owen says the bullshit stops right here. Brett, Bulldog, and Neidhart had to do what they had to do. Owen spent 9 years breaking his back, and he will not let anyone run him out of this company. Owen says that he's telling us exactly what he's going to do, and that is make Shawn Michaels' life a living hell. This is real life. You started it, and it's time for this little nugget to end it. Vince then has security come down. Owen Hart grabs Vince McMahon by the collar and leaves the ring escorted by security. So a new side of Owen Hart tonight. We're seeing a more aggressive, angry side. He definitely is bringing up his family, leaving WWE. A great promo by Owen. Next, we have the War Zone officially starting, and we're seeing the Sultan with the Iron Sheik taking on Tom Brandi. Sultan clotheslines Tom Brandi and lands a super kick to a 2 count. The Sultan accidentally hits the Sheik, and Tom Brandi rose up the Sultan to get the quick win. After the match, Mark Mero low blows Tom Brandi and attacks him. Next, the Nation of Domination come back out to the ring, and The Rock says they are coming for his Intercontinental title belt. Stone Cold then appears on the Titantron, and he is on a bridge. Stone Cold tosses items in the water, and he eventually tosses a WWE Intercontinental title in the water. Rock is seen looking pissed. We then find out that next week's edition of Monday Night of Raw's War will be a Christmas edition, which is cool. We then get a promo for WWE action figures featuring the Legion of Doom. And then, of course, we get the attitude promo from Vince McMahon that everyone's looking forward to. Vince just cuts this promo basically saying that, you know, fans aren't stupid. It's time for good versus bad to be over. We're going to get real storylines with real characters and real things happening. So we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, you're going to see action from the Lethal Weapon Steve Blackman and the main event, D-Generation X taking on the Legion of Doom. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Yes, definitely check out Anchor. It is a great place to create your own podcast for free. Also, check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and wherever podcasts are streaming. Make sure you give us 5 stars. Also, check us out on YouTube, the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell there. And yes, we are back with Raw's War, December 15th, 1997. we have the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman, taking on Jose Estrada of Los Boricuas. And Steve nails a half crab and a spinning heel kick, and he lands a German suplex to get the win. This is great to see Steve Blackman in the beginning of his career taking on someone like Jose Estrada. We then get the laser tag slam of the week, and we see this episode of Shotgun Saturday Night where The Undertaker hits a tombstone on the Sultan, who is a big, big dude. All right, we are at our main event from Raw's War. DX with China taking on the Legion of Doom. Back and forth to start, but HBK gets hit with a clothesline outside and sent into the guard railing. Triple H with a knee to Hawk's head. The ref is distracted and DX attacks Hawk. Animal eventually gets tagged in, and Triple H gets hit with a power slam. However, the Outlaws run down and apply a cloth over Hawk's face with some kind of liquid, and then China low blows Animal, causing a disqualification, allowing the Legion of Doom to get the win. After the match, Billy shaves Hawk's hair off, and the Outlaws and DX powerbomb Animal through a table, and then Billy nails a flying leg drop on Hawk. So you're seeing D-Generation X and the New Age Outlaws dismantling, just annihilating the Legion of Doom and laying them in waste. Well, that is it for our first episode of the Attitude Era of Raw's War. Thank you for joining me. It was a great episode. We saw The Undertaker stand up a little bit to his brother Kane. We saw Owen Hart come out and make a promise to take out Shawn Michaels. We saw Shawn Michaels, DX, and the New Age Outlaws take out Legion of Doom and much more. Stay with us, and we will be back next week from December 22nd, 1997, and it is a special Christmas edition of Raw's War. Be safe, and we will see you soon.